Okay, so last time we have seen some examples on the allied angles. Okay, trigonometric functions of allied angles. Okay, so we'll continue that. So find value of sine pi by 10. You want the value of sine of pi by 10. So let theta is equal to pi by 10. So you know that this is what 18 degree. This is what 18 degree. Where pi means 180 degree. It is in terms of radian. So what you have to find the trigonometric ratio of that means what trigonometric ratio of 80 degree actually 18 degree. Okay. So sine of a once we get sine of 18, we can find the value of cos of 18. We can find the value of tan of 18, right, and so on. So that means what here we are interested in to find the trigonometric ratios of 18 degree now, right? Now what is 2 theta? 2 theta. That is what 36 degree. What is 3 theta? 3 theta. So 18 into 3. That is 54 degree. 54 degree. Right? Now 2 theta plus 3 theta is equal to what? 2 theta plus 3 theta. That is what? 36 degree plus 54 degree is same as what? 90 degree. Right? So therefore 2 theta is equal to 90 degree minus 3 theta. Right? Okay. Now we want sine. If you want cos, you take cos on both sides. If you want sine, you take the sine on both sides. Don't take tan of this one. So we'll take sine of this. So sine of 2 theta is equal to sine of 90 minus 3 theta. 90 degree minus 3 theta. Right? So you know that sine 90 minus theta is cos theta. Cos 90 minus theta is sine theta. Right? So this is what sine 2 theta is equal to 2 theta is equal to what? Sine, oh this is cos now, cos 3 theta. Right? Now we'll write the formula for cos 3 theta and we'll write the formula for sine 2 theta. Right? So 2 sine theta cos theta. Right? See, we get a single angle now here. That means we are in 18 degree now we get here. Right? So what with the help of the double multiple angles, right? We get a single angle, and that we are interested in the single angle. Single angle. So cos theta is what? 4 cos cube theta minus 3 cos theta. Right? You should remember this formula. Cos theta. Now see here, everywhere there is cos now. Each term contains cos, so one word cos get cancelled, right? Because cos of pi by cos 18 will not be 0. Right? This is not 0 because what? Cos of 90 is 0. So cos 18 degree is not 0. So therefore you can cancel this. So this is 2 sin theta is equal to 4 cos square theta minus 3 now. Okay. Now, so we want sine. So we'll convert this cos in terms of sine now. So 2 cos square theta, 2 sin theta is equal to 4 into 1 minus sin square theta minus 3. So 2 sin theta is equal to what? So 4, this is 4 minus 3 means 1 minus 4 sin square theta. Right? Because 4 minus 3 will be 1 and there's 4 sin square theta. We'll shift all the terms to this side. So what we get? 4 sin square theta plus 2 sin theta minus 1 is equal to 0. Okay. Now what we get, this is the quadratic equation in sine, right? We'll solve this by standard formula, right? Just say the formula minus b, your b is 2 now, so minus 2 plus or minus b square is 4 minus 4 minus 4, a is your 4 and your c is minus 1 upon twice a, so 2 into 4. Okay, now simplify this. So this is what, minus 2 plus or minus root of, so this is what, 20, minus will become plus, so this is 20 upon 8 now, so this is minus 2 plus or minus root 20 is what, 5 into 4, so this is 2 root 5 upon 8 now, again 2 get cancelled, so this is minus 1 plus or minus root 5 upon 4, but your 18 degree or pi by 4 is in the first quadrant, right? So pi by 4, pi by 10 is in first quadrant, therefore sin pi by 10 is greater than 0, right? So therefore sin theta or sin pi by 10 is equal to, what we do, we will take the plus sign, root 5, this is what root 5, not root 2, root 5, so this is what, minus 1 plus root 5 upon 4, or root 5 minus 1 upon 4, right? This is the value. Similarly, you can find the value of cos. Right? It is better to remember sin pi by 10 or sin 18 degrees, root 5 minus 1 upon 4. On the same way, we take a problem. Find cos pi by 10, tan pi by 10, cos pi by 10, and okay, we say only and, other we can find. Okay, so now we have this value, right? Okay, so solution, we know that sin pi by 10 is equal to minus 1 plus root 5 upon 10, and you can write this, right? So if you don't know this value, right, if you are not sure about this one, right, then separately evaluate cos pi by 10 by using the same formula, what, take theta is equal to pi by 10, right? So this will what, 18 degree, right? Then what, 2 theta is equal to 36 degree, then what, 3 theta is equal to 54 degree, then 2 theta plus 3 theta is equal to dot, right? So now here what, here what, you have to write the cos now, cos 2 theta is equal to what, cos of 90 minus 3 theta, right? Then cos of 90 minus theta is sin 3 theta. Write the formula for sin now here. So but what about here then? If you write the formula for this side, so write the formula for in terms of, okay, sin, this is what, the sin, this is sin 3 theta, this is your cos 3 theta, right? Don't write the formula for cos 2 theta in terms of both sin and cos, or in terms of only cos, just because what, sin 3 theta is in terms of only sin. So write this formula is what, 1 minus 2 sin square theta, right? But problem becomes I think very complicated for this one. So it is better to find, instead of what, instead of finding cos, just find sin now, right? So this formula, you see here what, we get a cube now here, cos sin cube, right? And sin cube will not be cancelled anywhere. That means you have to solve the cubic equation then, right? But it is better to write, if they ask find the value of cos pi by 10, just find, if you don't remember, just evaluate this one, just verify this is your value then, sin pi by 10, right? And then evaluate your cos pi by 10. with the help of this one, right? That means if the direct question is asked, find the value of cos pi by 10, you may say we know that, but if you don't remember, you have to derive this. You have to derive this. Sin pi by 10 is equal to this, right? Okay, so now apply your fundamental identity. So what is your fundamental identity? Cos pi by 10. So first we will find cos square, right? So this is what 1 minus sin square pi by 10. So this is 1 minus, this is what minus 1 plus root 5 upon 10, not upon 10, this is what, it should be 4, upon 4, upon 4, right? Okay, now you have to take the square of this one. So we take the square of this one, minus, just take the square of the numerator and take the square of the denominator. So what is this? 1 plus 5 minus 2 root 5 upon 16 now. So this is equal to what? 16, right? Minus 6 plus 2 root 5 upon 16. So this is what? 6, right? You have to take the minus. Minus must become plus now. So this is cos square pi by 10. This is cos square pi by 10 now. So this is equal to, so this is 10 plus 2 root 5 plus 2 root 5. Okay, we are taking positive root, no problem. So this is what? 16 now. Okay. So we can divide by 2 now. Right? So this is what? 5 plus root 5 upon 8. This is what? Cos square pi by 10. Cos square pi by 10. So cos pi by 10, this is positive. So we'll take the root of 5 plus root 5 upon 2 root 2. Upon 2 root. Okay. Now since cos pi by 10 is greater than 0. Okay. So we'll take the next problem. Okay, find the value of sin pi by 8. So just to evaluate the value of tan pi by 8. Okay. Okay, so now we will evaluate the value of sin pi by 8 now. Sin pi by 8. Evaluate sin pi by 8 and cos pi by 8. Cos pi by 8. Okay. Okay, so theta is your what? Pi by 8. Theta is pi by 8 now. Okay. Now we don't know value of, this is what? 2 theta is equal to pi by 4. 2 theta is pi by 4. Right? So what we'll do? We'll find the value of sin theta. Instead of finding the value of sin theta, we'll find the value of sin square theta. Right? So we know that 2 sin square theta is equal to what? 2 sin square is there. Just write 2 sin square as 1 minus cos. 1 minus cos, and what, take the double of that one. You have to take the angle double of that one. This is what, twice theta, right? So now 2 sin square theta is equal to 1 minus cos pi by 4 now here, right? 1 minus cos pi by 4 is 1 upon 1 by root 2. So root 2 minus 1 upon root 2. So therefore sin square theta is equal to root 2 minus 1 upon 2 root 2 upon 2 root 2. So we have to take the root of that one, right? So therefore sin theta, that is sin theta means sin pi by 8. Take only the positive root of this one. This is what, root 2 minus 1 upon 2 root 2. You may keep this as it is. Keep as it is, because value is not a standard. But if you want to simplify this, how you can write this? You can simplify this if you want, right? What we do? So sin pi by 8 is equal to root of. So what I will do? This is root 2 minus 1 upon 2 root 2. So I will multiply and divide by root 2 then. If you want to simplify, multiply and divide by root 2. Just multiply this. This is what? Root 2. Root 2 into root 2 is root 2 minus 2, right? 2 minus root 2 upon 4. Upon 4. So this is what? Root 2 minus upon 2 now. Right? If you want to simplify, this will be your value. Right? If you are able to do this one. But it is better to simplify for our convenience. Okay? Now similarly you will find here 2 cos square theta is same as what here? 1 plus, right? Okay. So similarly we will do this one. So 2 cos square theta. 2 cos square theta is equal to 1 plus cos 2 theta. Right? So this is what? 2 cos square theta is equal to 1 plus cos pi by 4. So this is 1 plus 1 upon root 2. So this is what? Root 2 plus 1 upon root 2. Here we will multiply and divide by root 2 now here, right? So that we will simplify this. Divide and multiply root 2. Right? So what do we get? 2 cos square theta is equal to what? 2 plus root 2 upon 2 upon 2. So cos square theta 2 plus root 2 upon 4. Okay? So cos theta is equal to, we will take the positive root. So 2 plus root 2 upon 2, since cos pi by 8 is greater than 0. Because we are not taking here plus or minus. Right? So theta is same as what? Therefore theta, this is same as what? Cos pi by 8 is equal to cos theta is equal to this, right? So we are through, right? We get the value of sin pi by 8. We get the value of cos pi by 8, right? And yesterday in the last lecture we have seen how to find a value of tan pi by 8, right? Independently on the sin and cos. Okay. We take the next one. Find sin twice x, cos twice x, tan twice x, if sec x is equal to minus 13 by 5, pi by 2 less than x less than 5. Okay, now sin twice x, so this is twice x, cos twice x, tan twice x, and where the value of sec. See, we have the formula for sin twice x in terms of tan. We have the formula for cos twice x in terms of tan, and tan x Now tan twice x is also in terms of tan x now, right? So that means with the help of sec x, easily you can obtain the value of tan x now, right? And with the help of tan x, easily you can obtain the all three values. Okay. Solution. Given that sec x is equal to minus 13 by 5, right? So 1 plus tan square is equal to sec square x, right? So tan square x is equal to what? Sec square x means what? 169 upon 25 minus 1 now, right? So this is 144 upon 25, right? So now tan x is, you have to take now here plus or minus. Tan x is what? Plus or minus 12 by 5, right? But pi by 2 less than x less than pi. So it is in second quadrant. In second quadrant your tan is negative. So therefore tan x is less than 0. Right? Or if you are not able to write in less than 0, right? So just write tan x is negative now, inward. Tan x is negative. So tan x is equal to minus 12 by 5. Tan x is minus 12 by 5. Okay. So we get the value of tan x, right? So tan x is what? Minus 12 by 5. Okay. So what we will do now? We will write all the formulas of sin twice x in terms of tan x now. So 1 sin twice x is what? 2 tan x upon 1 plus now tan square x. Formula for tan twice x is also same as what? 2 tan x upon 1 minus, right? Okay, so 2 tan x. So this is 2 minus 12 by 5 upon 1 plus tan square 144 by 25, right? So this is equal to minus 24 upon 5. So 169 upon 25, right? So now this is what? Minus 24 by 5 into 25 by 169, right? We have to take the reciprocal of the denominator now. So 5 get cancelled, right? So this is minus 24 into 5 upon 169. So minus 2 220 220 upon 169 minus 220 upon minus 120, not 220, 120 minus 120 upon 169. Okay. Now similarly find the value of cos twice x. So cos twice is what? 1 minus tan square x upon 1 plus tan square x. Okay. Now both the way you have. If you don't remember the formula, right? With the help of sec x, you have the value of cos x now. Just find sin x now, right? And you can apply any formula now. So this is what? 1 minus tan square x. So 1 minus tan square. So directly you can take the square. 144 upon 25. So this is 1 plus 144 upon 25. So 25 minus 144 upon 25 plus 144. Right? So what is this? So this is what? 9 1 minus 119 upon 9 6 1 169, right? So now for tan, so this will be your tan formula. Here tan twice x is equal to, here you have to write 1 minus right? So this is what 2 minus 12 by 5 upon 1 minus 144 upon 25, right? So minus 24 upon 5 upon minus, so we have did the calculation there. Where did this calculation? 25 minus 114 is what? Minus 119. Minus 119 upon 25. So this is what? 24 by 5. 25 upon 119. So this is what? 120 upon 119. Minus, because it is in third quadrant, so it is positive. It is positive. Okay, so I hope that you understand this one, right? Note that. So this is not a restriction to find this one. You have given the value of sec x. You can obtain the value of cos x. With the help of that one, you can obtain the value of sin x also. And you can use any formula for this one. For tan x, no challenge for tan x. This will be the formula for tan 2x, right? But with the help of only this, with the help of tan x, you can find easily all the three values, right? So I hope you understand this one. Okay, so we stop here.